Please, can you all see my screen? Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, madam, we can see what is on the screen. Product development.
All right. So last time we started with the unit 1 of operations management, and we discussed about a whole lot of things. We spoke about the definition. We spoke about products. We spoke about production as well as operation managers. We spoke about what the operation managers do when they are making decisions in the organization. We spoke about the importance of production and operations management. We also spoke about the differences between product and service and many interesting things like that. So today we'll be talking about product development and design. So do not forget that when it comes to operations management, it's a build up, how do we call it? Build up knowledge. So you definitely need whatever you learned the other time to continue. You need probably the basic knowledge from the other time to pick up from here. So if maybe during the week you've been busy, you've not been able to check your modules and all that, I think after today's class or during the week, you should do that so that you get the understanding better. So today we will be talking about product development and design. We'll be in general. The section 1 talks about product and product planning, product and service design, product and service design 2, product standardization, product development, and product life cycle and value analysis. Okay. So what is product development and design? What is product development and design? Okay, they are core functions. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, madam, we can hear you.
That's fine. So when we talk about product development and design, okay, they are the core functions in operations management, meaning that there is no way you can talk about operations management without talking about what product development is or what product designs are. Or there is no way you can claim that you are doing operations management or you are an operation manager and you do not do what we call product development or you do not do product design. So they are not just the core functions in operations management. They transform customer needs into marketable products and services. So we know that customers have needs, and that is why as organization we exist. So our role as an organization or our goal is to ensure that we are able to give customers what they want and what they need, sorry. So now if maybe we've realized that our customer needs this, so we then turn that thing that we know that they need into something that we can sell to them, okay? So if maybe I have realized that where I am, customers need, they need maybe a place to relax, and I then go ahead to create that kind of place. So that means that I have done I'm performing what we call product development, okay? And now effective design improve competitiveness, quality, and profitability. So when your product is well designed, okay, when your product is well designed, at the end of the day, you are able to get more profit you are able to compete very well with your competitors, and also you are able to get like competitive advantage over them. Okay, mostly when people say that product, okay, mostly people often think that product is just let's say tangible goods that you can touch, but which is not so. You see, product can either be a good, which we spoke about last time, or can be service, which we also discussed last time. So when I'm saying product, I'm talking about goods and services, or good or services. I hope we are okay with that. So now, what is a product? A product is actually offered to the market to satisfy a need or want. Okay, so if you are offering something to the market, to people out there, to satisfy a particular need or want, meaning that you are offering them a product, you are giving them a product. But then product can be tangible or intangible. Okay, and when we talk about the tangible example of tangible products, we have mobile phones, we have refrigerator, laptops, and many more. But then when we are talking about the intangible one, we have the banking, the education, and the transport services. So whatever I'm doing now is I'm providing you with services. Okay, you cannot touch it, but whatever I'm providing you with, you know that yes, this is, you want, you need education, so here you are, and I'm providing you with something essential for you to get your full degree. So meaning that I'm giving you a product, but the product that I'm giving you is service, which is intangible. Okay, so we have types of products, and we have two types of products. Okay, we have consumer products and industrial products. In fact, when to the marketing students, there are more and like many more types of products, but for the purpose of this course, we would stick with the two types of products. So we have consumer products as well as the industrial products. So when we talk about a consumer product, it is purchased for household or personal use. So this is to say that if you go and buy rice, that is a product that you are coming to consume in your organization, in your home, meaning that you've purchased a consumer product. Okay, if you go and buy clothing, food, soap, meaning that you've bought them because you want to consume them yourself or in your home. Okay, but when it comes to the industrial products, they are products, okay, that are used to produce other goods or services, meaning that let's say you go and buy machines, you go and buy raw materials, you go and buy maybe big computers and all that, you go and buy generators and all that, you are using it to produce other products. Okay, you are using it to produce other products, so that then stand as industrial products. Okay, so those are the basic types of products we have so far as operations management is concerned. And now there are characteristics of products. Okay, a product is meant to satisfy customer needs, meaning that as a customer or as a consumer, if you go and buy a particular product, okay, and that product is satisfying your needs, it is satisfying your needs. So let's say I had wanted to have a phone, I don't have a phone, then I go to a shop, a shop, then I see they are selling phone, and I buy that phone and I bring it to, and it is satisfying whatever I want. It is satisfying my needs of not having phone. Then we can say that the phone has satisfied my needs. So that phone is having one of these characteristics, that is to satisfy customer needs. Then we have high quality and reliability. Every product that you buy must have good quality. which I spoke about this the last time we met, that as organization, as an operation manager, you have to ensure that when you are producing a product for your customer, that product is of the right quality and of the right quantity. So it is the same here. So the second characteristics of a good product, okay, is that it should be of high quality and it should be reliable. Meaning that when I buy a particular product, I know that, okay, this iPhone that I'm using is so reliable. My it can be hacked easily, okay? It can be hacked easily, and also it's of good quality. Even when it falls down 5 times, the screen is still strong, okay? Then the third characteristics of a good product is durable and safe to use. So you shouldn't buy a product that will then put your life in danger, because a product that is putting your life in danger is not a good product, meaning that it is not having the characteristics a good product should have. So it should be very safe for you to use. You should use it knowing that with this product that I'm using, no harm will happen to me. And it should be durable as well. That's to say that it should not be something that will perish easily, okay, quickly, that will spoil quickly. It should be something that you can store there for at least for a number of a number of time, okay. Then attractive appearance. You know that as a good product, it should be very beautiful. When it comes to the packaging, it should be aesthetically friendly, okay. So when you look at a particular brand and you see how they are designed, that you'll be like, oh yes, I love this. So that means that they are fulfilling, or that product is having the characteristics of a good product, okay. So it is very attractive, meaning if you are having a product, okay, if you are producing a product and the packaging is not nice, because how will people know that a product is attractive? They know that through the packaging. So if the packaging is not nice, then at the end of the day, it means that it is failing in terms of appearance, okay. Then we have cost effective and easy to maintain. So if you are providing a product to customer, it means that it is cost effective, it is not expensive, okay. It's maybe not expensive in term when you talk about effectiveness, maybe not expensive per se, but it should not be something that is unreasonably expensive. So it's like you are selling a product and you are saying that that product is let's say 10,000. Meanwhile, that product you can get it for, let's say, 3,000, meaning that it is unreasonably expensive and easy to maintain. So when we talk about easy to maintain, it means that when the customer buy the product, they can easily maintain it. So if anything should spoil in the product, it will not, they don't have to break the bank in order to fix it, okay. Meaning when they are fixing it, whatever money they are going to use to fix or maintain it should be less. Let's say you buy a car at, let me say, 10 million, and now if something should spoil, the money you use to fix something on it is like 20 million, which is even more than the price of the car. So that means that the product is failing. It's failing when it comes to the cost effective. It lacks that characteristics of cost effectiveness and easy to maintain. Then we have environmentally friendly. We know that now businesses are going green. They are trying to be sustainable, okay. Everyone is practicing sustainability. So meaning that product that you are going to produce should not be harmful to the society in terms of packaging, in terms of usage. It should be maybe something that they can recycle, maybe something that can be reused. So it should be environmentally friendly. So that is that on the characteristics of good products. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, madam, go ahead, we can hear you.
All right, that's fine. So I'll continue with the product planning.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Please, sorry to interrupt. This is Douglas from NG Center. Please, are you the one replacing Dr. Paul Mensah?
So we are teaching it together actually. So it's not available at this time. That is why I'm taking over.
Oh,
Any problem?
okay. Yeah, no, I wanted to know. That's why, because I joined the other class and it was different tutor who is there. That's why.
Meaning that you didn't join us last week, isn't
Yeah,
it?
last week we went to campus for a model, so we couldn't join.
That's why. Because I explained this last week actually.
Then thank you.
You were here last week. Didn't I explain this? Emmanuel
Yes,
Agrini.
madam.
I think I explained
Yeah,
this.
yes, madam. I was. Yeah, you explained it last week for us.
So Douglas, I hope you are clear now.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Can I continue?
Yes, please.
Yes, yes.
That's fine. Um, so I was on the products research. Sorry, product planning. So now, product planning. Product planning is a systematic process of deciding what products to produce or modify. Okay, so it determines product mix, product line, and product improvement. Help organization remain competitive. So when we talk about product planning, it just talk about how you as an operation manager, how you are able to decide on what product you want to produce. So having looked around, having realized what consumers said they wanted or what consumers say they need. So you've decided that, okay, now let's produce this for them. So last week I was using Kivo as an example. So before they decided to bring out Kivo itself, how they sat down to think that, okay, this is what we can give our our customers. Okay, so now that we have Gary, now let's move to spices. So they've moved to another product line. Now that we have this, let's move to shito, let's move to this. So meaning that they are doing what we call product planning. Okay, so and if an organization does their product planning very well, it helps them remain competitive. So let's say product planning is not just about a product you deciding on what product to produce. You also have to decide on which one you want to modify. So let's say you are producing a particular product, okay, and complaint is back from the market that customers say that they really don't like it because maybe it's too spicy or maybe it's too oily, and you've decided that, okay, since our customers are complaining, let me fix this product. Okay, so let me take away the oil, let me reduce on the spices, meaning that you've modified that particular product. Okay, so meaning that you as an operation manager, you are doing what you call product planning, and in doing that, you always see that you'll be having you'll be competitive in such a way that before even your competitors will think of doing something, you've already thought and you've produced it and you've sent it to your customer, meaning that you are always satisfying your customers. So if you do a particular product and the consumers are complaining and you are not modifying it, they will switch from your brand. I think Rich Choco is an example. When it came, it was rough. It used to be very rough then. When you pour water on it, you have to stir and stir and stir so many times before it's going to dissolve in the hot water. But as consumers were complaining and talking, it got to a time they realized that no, they have to modify it. So they decided to make it smooth. That is why Rich Chocona is now smooth, but before it used to be very rough. So meaning that the operations manager of Rich Choco has done what we call product planning. Please, I hope you get it. Kindly give me some 5 minutes. I'll be back. Please give me some 5 minutes. All right. I'm sorry about the interruption. Okay. So I was about product planning. I think I'm done with that. So we'll move to product research. So as an organization, you can't just stand up and provide any product at all to the public or to your customers. You have to involve in what we call product research. And how do you do this product research, or what is this product research itself? It involves collecting and analyzing market information. So meaning that you are collecting information, and at the end of the day, you are analyzing it, okay, to get a like market information, that particular information that you are looking for. So maybe you want to know why is it that your product, people are not buying your product, okay? So you conduct product research. You want to know that will people like a particular product if you should bring it. There are some organizations, when you patronize them, not just products, some service organizations, they ask you, do you enjoy our products? How do you think we can get better? So all those little information that they are taking from you, in one way or the other, they are going through, or they are undergoing what we call product research. And product research focuses on customer needs, competitors, technology, and trends. How do they focus on customer needs? They want to ensure that they are able to satisfy their customer needs. So they want to know if what they are giving their customer is okay, if their customers are pleased with it. So that's why they end up what we call the product research. How do they focus on competitors? You know, competitors are also offering similar thing that you are also offering, okay? So they have to ensure that they are able to retain you as a customer, to turn you into loyal customers. So if they know that, if they know that, let's say their competitors is offering this way, so they also try and ask, maybe we should produce something similar to what our competitors are producing, so that maybe when we do that in terms, we will get more of the customers. So when you look at Vodafone and MTN, they are more or less having similar packages when it comes to the data, okay? When it comes to calls and all that, even some people claim that Vodafone on is even, that is Telecel. Telecel is even having like better offering than that of MTN. So they are trying to ensure that they are giving you exactly what your competitors, what their competitors is giving you, so that in turn you will stay with them and be loyal with them. Technology and trends. There are so many technologies that keep coming in and day out. So organizations have to know how well they are able to adapt to this new, how they are able to adapt and also adopt this new technology, so they can work well with it in the organization. So a good product research to support effective product planning and innovation. So if you have your product research ready, you can do what we call your product planning. And with your research giving you, telling you that when you collect your information and analyze it, after doing that and you get what you are looking for, the particular information you are looking for, then you use it in doing what you call product planning. And after doing that, you will see that whatever product you are going to bring out, or whatever product you are going to modify, it will be innovative. It will be something that other people have not seen before. So that is how product research and product planning are connected, okay? Then we have product service and design. So like I said last time, Douglas, I'm repeating this for you. So whatever is in the slide is the same thing as what is in the module. So this was made from the slide. So you can be referring to your modules as well as be looking at what I have there. They are the same thing, okay? All right. So this is section 2. So we will be talking about product and service design. So when we talk about product design, it focuses on creating or improving physical products, okay? But whereby service design focuses on planning service processes, okay? But the two of them, they aim at improving customer satisfaction. So when we talk about product design, they focus on creating or improving physical goods. So physical goods, like I mentioned earlier, maybe phone, maybe laptop, maybe TV, maybe refrigerator, okay? So that is product design. But when it comes to service design, they focus more on planning service processes. So now, let me give a typical example. Just like this online lecture you are having, it went through some series of planning. It was not just like someone standing at the, okay, these people from Tamale Center, these people from this center should just go this. It went through a lot of planning just to ensure that you as the customer of code, as customers of code, it will improve your satisfaction every day, every time. Okay, so that is how that is what product and service design, that is what they are. And now we have what we call the design process. The design process begins with the motivation for design. So for a new business or product or a new product, the motivation may be obvious, okay, to achieve the goals of the organization. So you don't just start designing process. You don't start the design process without having a particular, how do we call it? Without having a particular motivation in mind or something that is pushing you to do this design, okay? You might have some motive that is pushing you. So for businesses that are now coming, some of them is to probably achieve their goals, some is to probably make profits, some maybe to comply to the government regulation, some might go through the design process simply because they want to be competitive. Okay, probably there's a lot of pressure from their competitors, so they will go through this so that they can also compete very well. So those are the reasons why an organization might want to do the design process. Some might even do it because there are new technologies that are coming, so they have to now adopt those technology. Okay, so that is why an organization might want to go through the design process. So we have the idea generation, the screening and screening, feasibility analysis, preliminary design, prototype development, testing and evaluation, and final design. So this to say that idea generation and screening, they try to come up with the idea, okay, and think of it. How do we, what at all do we want to produce, or what product at all do we want to modify? So in doing this, they are able to know that, okay, with the products we are giving, this is the product, this is what will come inside the, let's say, this is what we are trying to achieve. So they start bringing the idea. Our customers complain of this, or the customer said if they get this, they will like, so they start working on that. So when it comes to the feasibility analysis, they start deciding the operation together. What looking at the way that they are going to design this whole thing. So why don't we get it this way? No, probably this way is not okay. So they start talking, they start bringing out how they think this thing can go. But when it gets to the prototype development, at that time they develop a physical thing on how they want, let's say it's a product organization, they develop a physical product, okay? Maybe it can be 10 or 20, okay, to show the organization, maybe the shareholders, that this is how we want the new product we are producing, this is how it's going to look, so they all see. So that's why we call it prototype development. Then we have testing and evaluation. The testing, after they design the prototype, after they develop the prototype, they take it out to customers and let them test. Okay, they let them test. Mostly prototype testing are free. Okay, they let them test and see that kindly taste this product. If it's an edible product, if it's maybe skin product, they tell them go and use this and kindly give us our feedback. They give you numbers and all that. So you try and test it and see, okay, it's good. Then you give them the feedback. So from the feedback, they are going to use, okay, the consumer said that they liked it, but maybe the packaging should have not been white because white can easily get dirty. So it should be pink, it should be blue. So with the testing and evaluation, they go hand in hand. So from whatever they will get at the testing, then they use it to do what we call, they make the final design out of it. And that is how we see the product that we are buying at the market now. So for every product or every service that you see, they've gone through what we call the design process. Now, what are the factors that influence the design, product design, or the design? One is customer requirements. What are the customer requiring from you? What are they asking? So what they are asking from you will lead to you knowing what at all you want to design. Okay, then we have a cost and budget constraint. So when we talk about cost and budget constraint, it talks about what is the total cost of producing that particular product. Okay, what is the total cost and what is your budget? Let's say the total cost of producing that product will be let's say 80,000 Ghana cedis, but you look at the money that you have there, your budget, and your budget is 60,000 Ghana cedis. So you see that there is a constraint. You need another 20,000 Ghana cedis in order to produce it. So it's going to influence your product design in a way that you want to work within your budget. So those can influence how your design comes out. Okay. Then we have quality standard. What quality are you seeking to achieve? Okay, we know that as an operation manager, it is important that you ensure that the right quantity and quality are given out. So the level of quality that you want to give, you want your product to look like, will influence your product design. If you just want anything just like that, you can just do it anyhow and produce it. But if you want something of good quality, you know as you are designing that, okay, so you will know that as you are designing, okay, no, I don't like this. It is not of quality. So let's use this quality raw material. Hence, we can produce the one we want. Okay, then available technology. The available technology will influence your design. So let's assume you are selling in an let's say it's a food organization, and you are frying your chicken in oil, whilst another company is there, they are using deep fryer, and anytime they put it there, in less than 10 minutes they are done frying, or maybe they are using air fryer, in less than 10 minutes they are done frying, but you are there, you have to pour it in oil, you have to be turning and turning and turning. So meaning that the technology that is available to you will influence the particular design of your product. Then we have legal and environmental requirements. So you might think that, okay, you want your product to be this way, but in the country whereby you find yourself, they do not have probably like the way your product is. So you have to design it in a way that will please the country where you are working. So a typical example is Japan. For Japan, they have a rule. Okay, it's a packaging rule. Whatever product that is inside a package, okay, should be the same as what is on the package. So let's say you are buying biscuits, okay? So the rule is saying that if they have a picture of biscuits on the packaging, if you remove biscuit from inside and place it on the one on the package, they should be of the same size. So that is a law that is in Japan, and if you are to create products there, it should be the same. It's not like in Ghana that when you check the packaging, the biscuit can be brown, but when you open inside, you see that the biscuit is white. If they were to be in Japan, they will not be able to operate. So the legal and the environmental requirements also work. For some country, they are trying to be sustainable conscious. So they do not want, let's say, the use of polythene bags. There is no sachet water and all that. So if you are an organization and you want to create something, you have to ensure you do it in a way that is going to please the country or the environmental law of the country whereby you find yourself. Now, what is the objective of product design and service design? Okay, the first one, as you all know, is customer satisfaction. A satisfied customer is a happy customer. It's also a loyal customer. When you satisfy your customer very well, they will come back again and they will keep patronizing you. Anytime they become loyal customers, okay? And another objective of product and service design is cost reduction. Although you want to produce a number of things, but you have to ensure that whatever you are producing at the end is reducing your total cost of production. We know that when your total cost of production is low, it increases your profit, and that is a fifth point, okay? So you have to ensure you work on this thing in order to have high profits. So when you have, when your profit increases, you are able to pay your workers, pay your shareholders, you are able to perform your CSR, that is your corporate social responsibilities, and many more. Then we have quality improvement, okay? Meaning that if we've produced product A today, next time, if we are going through our product or service design again, we have to ensure that we keep improving on the quality of the product. Then we have flexibility and competitiveness. It should be flexible in such a way that you are able to change it, or you are able to change it as time goes on. So it shouldn't be a product that at the end of the day, even when people are using it, it's too rigid to use, okay? Some products you buy and you don't even know how to operate it. It becomes very difficult. But then we have there was this particular product I saw online. Unfortunately, I've forgotten the name. When they gave it to customers to check it, even customers themselves were struggling as to find where the opening of that product is, meaning that it's not flexible. Not everybody can use. Until they started reading this one on it, instructions, meaning that for that product, if you are not learned or literate, you will not be able to use it. So it's not flexible. Then we have competitiveness. So it should be a product that can equally compete with your competitors, okay? When it should be a product that when your competitors see that particular product, they see that, no, we have a good competition. We also have to create something better. And I've explained the last point, that is the increased profit. And now, reason for product design and service design. So now, as an operation manager, why will you want to undergo what we call product or service design? Why will you want to do it? One, changing customer preferences. Because the preferences of your customers are changing. So you want to produce something that will satisfy them. So a typical example is you today and you like 5 years back are not the same. So probably there were things you used to like 5 years ago, but recently you do not like them anymore. So meaning as consumer, your preferences, your taste keep changing. So if as organization, we keep offering you the same thing we've been offering you for the past 5 years, you'll be tired, you'll be bored, okay? You will not want to patronize it. You want to look for something else that will interest you. So because of that, as a production or operation manager, you want to go through what we call or perform what you call product and service design, because you want to keep satisfying your customers. Then technological advancement. Technology increases, changes, advances day in and day out. We used to do things like this 5 years ago, but now we no longer do them like this. So maybe 10 years ago, online lectures was not a big deal, was not a big thing. But now it's like, it's a big thing. It's a big thing now. So technology is advancing. The world is becoming a global village. So one way or the other, we are all connected to ourselves. So if technology is advancing, as a production or operation manager, you have to ensure that you go through what we call the product and or service design. Then we have increased competition. Your competitors are moving forward. You will not stand where you are. You also want to move forward and compete with them very well. So that will make you do product and service design. Then we have the legal and safety requirements, which I've explained earlier. It's just the same thing. Then product design versus service design. So product design deals with tangible goods, okay? Meaning goods can be stored. Like we were explaining last week about the differences between goods and service, okay? Which I said, what's the difference between one is tangible, one is not tangible, and all that. So it's the same thing. So if you are dealing with the good aspect, or let's say the product aspect, you definitely know that they are tangible, they can be stored, okay? Then when it comes to the service design, it deals with intangible services. Okay, services are produced and consumed simultaneously, just like I'm teaching now. Okay, I'm producing a service and you are consuming it at the same time. But if you go and buy, let's say, laptop, you can buy the laptop and use it later. If you go and buy, let's say you go and buy pen, or you go and buy like any product of choice, maybe biscuits or something, you can decide that, okay, this one, I'm going to eat it later. Then you keep it. But when it comes to service, it is produced and consumed simultaneously. I'm teaching and you are consuming. I'm teaching and you are consuming. So an example here, I have laptop versus hotel service. When you go to the hotel, immediately you pay, you sleep. You enter in there and sleep. Okay, so immediately you pay, then your 24 hours start counting. So that is the difference, or the slight difference between product design and service design. Then we have what we call product standardization. Please hold on. So when it comes to product standardization, it is basically the production of goods with uniform specifications, okay? So when we talk about production of goods with uniform specification, I want to check. That's fine. So it means that that particular product, if you take 10,000 of that product, they all look the same. There is no differences in the packaging. There is no differences in the taste. So that is what we call product standardization. So the goods, they are very uniform. They have uniform specification. So it's like if I buy Bell Cola here in Cape Coast, Bell Cola, I think it's 3.5 or so. If I buy Bell Cola 3.5 here in Cape Coast, anybody that is buying it in Accra should buy the same thing, the same taste. Anybody buying it in Tamale or in Kumasi should buy it at the same price, mostly at the same price, or the price should not be, I should not buy it here 3.5 and somebody will be buying it where they are 6 cities. Okay, it should look similar when it comes to the specification. So if mine is, let's say, 250 ml, whatever you are buying where you are to should also be 250 ml. Okay, so that is what we call product standardization. And what does product standardization seeks to do? It seeks to reduce variation in production processes. So to ensure that there are no differences in all you are producing, the process of producing that product. So whatever you are doing should be the same. Like bottle of water, they are all the same, packaging, taste, and everything. So that is what we call product standardization. And now, What's what are the advantages of product standardization? Okay, so there have been some arguments. Some believe that product standardization is good. Some think that product standardization is not good. So what are the advantages? We have reduced production cost. So reduce production cost in such a way that you have your machine, you know definitely that if I want, or let me use a simple example like the bakery, okay? So we know as an operation manager, we know that, okay, if we are to produce 20,000 loaf of bread, okay, we need let's say 30 kilogram of flour, okay, and other ingredients. I'm just focusing on the flour. So we know that no matter what, whatever we'll be producing, flour should be there. We will definitely need flour no matter what. We know that we need flour, we will need margarine, we will need sugar. So we have like specified thing that we'll be using. So at the end of the day, it reduces our cost of production. So meaning if that day we don't even finish that flour, we can use it during the next production. Okay, so that is why organization might want to do what we call might want to standardize their products. Okay, then we have consistent quality in such a way that I said whatever I'm taking here should be the same thing that somebody else in burger will be having. So meaning the quality is consistent, but in a way whereby you create a different product for me, you create a different product for Douglas, you give Emmanuel a different product, you give Abiola a different product. At the end of the day, you realize that the products are not consistent, but they are from the same organization. So as a producer, as a consumer, I come and buy from you. I see what you are giving another customer is more than what you are giving me. I wouldn't like it, and we are paying the same price. So in order to reduce that kind of error, they do in order to reduce that kind of error or misunderstanding between customers, they rather go through adopt what we call standardization. So all their products are the same thing, the quality are the same. Then we have faster production and delivery. So we know we are producing just one thing that looks this way. So we'll be doing it more. It will be fast for us to do. Okay. You know, let's say that I'm producing something else. So I do not standardize my product, meaning that last time I used the carpenter as an example. So let's say the carpenter is there. He knows that he's just producing chairs of this dimension and this size. So it can cut the woods, cut them, I don't know, do whatever I want and start nailing them. But this is a situation whereby he doesn't know that he's not producing the same thing. So I go that I want a table. Then another person go that they want chair. Another person comes and I want wardrobe, I want cabinet. You see, they are not consistent. So it cannot deliver everything quickly because the time you will spend in making a table will be different from the time you spend in making the wardrobe and the other things that have been requested. Then we have easy training and maintenance. So if we are producing this thing the same way, let's say when it comes to the bakery, we always mix the dough the same way. So if we are training people, we know that it's just the same thing we are training them. Come and see, after adding this, you add this, after adding this, we add this. So the person knows it's easy to train them. And also maintenance, it's easy to maintain the machinery that we are using because they do the same thing over and over. But imagine that today I have to teach you how to make table. The next time again, I have to come again and teach you how to make wardrobe. So it's not easy when I'm training. If I'm the operation manager and I'm planning to train, let's say, a labor or a worker, it's not easy. Okay, so we have easy comparison by customers, which I've explained earlier. Okay, that if I am buying something from you and you give me this, and another person go and buy the same thing, like the same product at the same price, and I realize that mine is smaller and that of the consumer is like the other consumer is bigger, the comparison will not be there. I will not like it. So when the products are standardized, we know that nobody is being cheated. We have the same product. So that is the advantage of product standardization to an organization. Okay, then we have the disadvantages of product standardization. Limited variety. So there are no varieties, just the same thing. You look at the Bell Cola, it's the same boring shape, boring bottle. It's just the same thing and cannot meet specific customer needs. So maybe I will want mine to be bigger and maybe they don't have a bigger one. So it does not meet my needs. So if I want to, maybe I don't like how small it is, I would have wanted something bigger. But this is a situation whereby they don't have something bigger. So meaning it's not meeting my needs, okay? Reduce innovation. Reduce innovation in such a way is that you keep producing the same product the same way over and over and over and over again without trying to bring something on board. Meanwhile, somebody that is not involved in standardization can produce a product like this. Just like when you go to the carpenter's shop, you can do table A today. Next time you go for table, you tell you, oh, there is a new design that it can do. So innovation is there. But when it comes to the standardization, because they do it the same way, there is no innovation. They are not moving for it. It's just the same thing they are producing. So an example is BIC. BIC has been using the same packaging for God knows how many years. The same way this BIC has been. So no innovation, nothing is going on there. Just the same thing. The way it looks. Then we have possible loss of competitive advantage. So it will be very, in order for you to have competitive advantage, you have to ensure that you are innovative. But if you are not innovative and you keep bringing the same thing over and over and over again, you are unable to compete with any customer. You are just there selling, but you are not competing, okay? Or you do not hold any competitive advantage. Then we move to product development. So when we say product development, it's a process of creating new products or improving existing ones. Please, are we good? Yes. Bismarck.
Yes, madam, we are good. You can go on.
Bismarck, your hand is up.
Yes, madam. What I want to understand is that when it comes to product standardization, is it the way to produce it at the same way, or it's a quality standard that is set for the product?
Please come again.
What I'm saying is that it's like I seem to be confused about whether to produce it at the same way or a standard setting for that same product.
So it is the 2-in-1 actually. You set a standard for that product, but if you set the standard for that product, at the end of the day, you have to produce it in that same way you set the standard. Do you get it? Hello, Bismarck.
Madam, I get it. But, there is a slight difference about the standard. You can produce it in a different variety or in a different quantity, but it will still have the same standard. I don't know whether I'm making sense here.
No, so the standardization talks about, okay, Emmanuel, interesting. Emmanuel, I'm listening. I think Emmanuel raised their hand. I think Mohammed too. Please, Bismarck, hold on. Let's Emmanuel talk. I think he wants to contribute. Emmanuel.
Yeah, regards to the product standardization, in a situation whereby a company will produce a product with the same standard quality but different prices. For example, sometimes I base in Kumasi and Tamale Mall. Sometimes you buy a product in Kumasi and then the price is higher than like that of the same product in Tamale. So sometimes I do look at it and say, then why so? That the same standard quality, but this place is higher than this and this place. So if that is so, I want to in that case, will it affect the company, the organization of producing a product with the same standard with different prices at some places?
So the prices, Bismarck, I'm coming. So the prices here, most often they are within a range, isn't it? So there is no way a product that is being sold for 3 cedis, 50 pesos, you are buying it in a different place and you're buying it for 10 cedis. It is different if maybe you are, let's say, someone will say the price of water in a market is different from the price of water when you go to the airport and many more. Those ones are different because you as an organization, you are looking at the area that you are to price your products, okay? But now we are not talking about the price at which is being sold by individual sellers. We are talking about the price at which the organization is saying that it should be sold. Do you get it?
Yes,
Sometimes
madam. Okay.
the organization tell them that this product should be sold this way, but individual sellers in turn decide to sell it this way because they feel like I can't buy a product at this price and then sell it at this particular price. I'm not going to make profit. So the standardization here, the standardization here is not mostly focused on the price. It focuses on the quality that they are producing when you look at the physical attributes of the product and in terms of the taste of the product. So I made mention of let me use Coca-Cola. When Coca-Cola here, let's say that of the 1 liter here, it should be the same thing you buy when you go to Tamale. In terms of shape, in terms of taste, in terms of the packaging and all that. So that is what standardization is all about. So you should not be buying Coca-Cola of 1 liter here. Then when you go to Accra, the 1 liter is different. The packaging is different. It shouldn't be so. Please, Bismarck, I hope you get it.
All right.
I get it. But what I was also trying to contribute to, or to understand is that, you know, there are some companies, they will produce the same product, but of different quantity.
Different quantity as in,
I don't know whether you get it.
They make big
like
of that product.
The example, you see that the product, they will have maybe a medium, a large, and then something like that.
Okay, so when you look at all the small, anytime you get to the market, all the small look the same. Okay, there shouldn't be variety in the small. When you get the medium looks the same. There shouldn't be varieties in medium. That is the standardization they are talking about.
I don't get it.
So if you are producing a particular product, yes, it should be the same thing everywhere. Even if you are making the big one too should be the same thing everywhere. Like Coca-Cola, for instance, we have the small one, we have the medium, and we have the big one. But if I buy these 3 products, and in Cape Coast, if I go to Accra and I'm buying, it should be the same. It should be the same. Bismarck, do you get it now?
Yes, madam.
Good.
Yes,
I
madam.
like when people,
there are other businesses like the things that are produced in the European market. You see that they will do the same thing. Everything will be the same, but the quality will be different.
Yes. So that
for
one,
example, like this, our kingdom.
Exactly. So they do the standardization based on the country that they find themselves in. You get it? So the Coke that I'll buy here in Ghana When I go to Ivory Coast and I buy the Coke, I can see it is like the Coke I know. But when I taste it, it will taste different. And their bottle is a bit
Yes,
bigger than the one we have in Ghana. So it is standardization though, but
yes, ma'am.
it is also based on the country. It's just like the Milo we take in Ghana. When you take the Milo here, it's different from the one in Singapore. It's different from the one in France. Okay, do you get it? So the standardization, like I said,
Yes,
it is
madam.
based on the legal requirement, the legal and environmental requirements of that country where they find themselves in. Please, I hope we are getting it.
Yes, madam. Yes,
Paul, your
madam.
hand is up. Before I move to Al Hassan, Paul, your hand is up.
Yes, madam. Please, can I be heard?
Yes, please. We are listening.
All right. So I just want to put these two analogy in perspective. For instance, if you have
Please, are
a
you
product.
contributing? Please hold on. Are you contributing or
No,
you're asking?
I'm asking a question. I'm asking a
Okay,
question.
that's fine.
For instance, if you have a product like something like peck biscuit or peck biscuit, and then prices of things goes up, then you still want to maintain the same price, but you reduce the size of your biscuits, the package and the size is reduced, but you have maintained the same price so that you can still stay in the market and be competitive. Will we then say that that is a standardized product because there's a reduction in the size, but you still have
Okay,
the
I
same
get it.
price?
So I think where you guys are missing it is that they reduce, let me go by your analogy, they're reducing the size to sell to the customers. So now, after they've reduced the size, whatever they are producing, are they of the same size? Yes or no?
Yes, they will be out of the same size after the reduction of size.
Standardization. It's still standardization, meaning that if for you buy that peg biscuit, then that has been reduced, and I go and buy the new one too, it should be the same. You have
Okay.
the Mohammed is saying, please, I'm coming. Paul, do you get it now?
Yes, I do.
You get it. And Alasan,
Yes, I do.
back to
Hello, madam.
yes.
I believe they confused here because we have different organizations and everybody produce what they produce. For instance, we are doing soap production. Somebody here. If you look at our soap, the way we produce it, the chemicals we put into our production is different from the others,
Yes.
but we have competitors. So when you see our price is high, the other our competitors, and people, customers like buying from us. So the same product, but it will be the same price. So here they're confused here because every organization have their own product and how they design it. So I can sell my product different price. Let's say Coca-Cola can sell it. I can manufacture my Coca-Cola. Somebody can manufacture his or her Coca-Cola. It will be different prices altogether. Looking at how you design your product and how the chemicals or the ingredients you put into your product. So I believe that's
so yes, thank you, Al Hassan. So where the confusion is coming from is that you are not viewing it from the point of view of the organization. So just like what Al Hassan said, if they are looking at their cost of production and they are increasing the price or reducing the price, the question is, whatever product they are producing, are they of the same size when you go to the market? Yes or no? Please, I'm asking a question. Are they of the same size when you buy like 50 of that soap from that company of the same quantity, let's say they have medium and you've bought like the medium 50, and when you compare it, are they of the same size? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
If
They are.
yes,
Like, yeah.
if no, then the country and the company have not done standardization. And if I should buy a product like that, I, as the consumer, just like I said, I will not be happy because I'm buying something of the same product and with another consumer at the same price, but it is different in quantity, or yes, in quantity or in shapes. Are we good? Please, do you get it?
Yes,
Yes. Yes. We
Madam,
yes,
got it.
yes.
We got it.
So I can continue.
I have a follow up. Please, I have a
Yes,
follow up. It's for. Please, I have a follow up.
Oh, please continue. I'm listening.
Okay, so one of the things, one of the disadvantages of product standardization says that reduce innovation.
Yes.
So the question I asked and the analogy I give, reducing the size of the product and now stay one size because we want to build the size and sell it at the same price to stay in the market. Is that not innovation?
How is it innovation you are bringing on board?
Uh,
It
yeah,
becomes
because
listen, it becomes innovative whereby let me bring this case study. It happened in Thailand, I think some years ago. Okay, so most of the detergent you can get there. When I talk about detergent, I mean like the Omo that you can get there back then are the big size. Okay, the Omos are the big size, and majority of people in it's not Thailand, it's Sri Lanka rather. Majority of Sri Lanka, we have the population to be lower than the middle class and the lower class. Okay, so meaning there are so many lower class, and for the lower class, they cannot afford to be buying the detergents of big sizes. Okay, but now an organization have realized that why don't we create something of smaller products that those who are of the lower class can afford. So this one, they've produced something of low quality, but it is not common in that country. Okay, so I say low quality, something of smaller size, smaller quantity. At that time, it is not common in that country. So at the end of the day, it was innovative because it is not something that is there before. How do you say innovation? Innovation means you are bringing something that is not there before. Now, let me go by your biscuits, this one. The biscuits that they are selling, they reduce the price because they are not making money. Because their production has increased, maybe inflation has gone up and they are trying to work within a budget. That is why they have done that. But let me tell you how they can be innovative. They can be innovative by doing what? Instead of reducing the price and still selling it at the price of that big one, they could have maintained the price of the big one and do a smaller version of it. That will be very small, very, very small, and say that, okay, they've now brought out something smaller. So like that, they can be innovating in such a way that if I can't buy the one that is expensive at 5 cedis, I get that of 2 cedis to buy. Do you get it, Paul? But now they didn't do that. The one that we buy at the same 5 cedis, they've now reduced the quantity. They are not innovative. They are just trying to be cost effective.
Oh, okay. Yes.
They were not innovative at all. They were just trying to be cost effective.
That's fine.
Please, I hope we are all better now.
Yes, understood now.
Good. I like when people contribute in class. It's making my soul glad. Bismarck, do you have something to say so I quickly go and continue? Do you have something to say?
Yes, madam.
Please, I'm listening.
I don't know. With the price reduction that my brother is talking about, so the product reduction that my brother is talking about, comparing with the prices, won't that fall under product development? Because it's something that the company is bringing that will help the company to strive, depending on the quality of the product. So deciding to reduce the size of the product.
It means that they are improving on the existing ones. But did they improve on it? They didn't improve. If they did anything, they just reduced the quantity.
Won't that?
Do you get it? So meaning that if I buy this biscuit, it's big.
Fall on.
You said it will fall under product development. Is that what you are saying? Bismarck, we can't hear you. Joe, your hand is up.
The product development, because for standardization.
Oh, Bismarck, we are not hearing you. It's like your network keep going on and off. So we hear you at
The
a
quality,
point, and
the
we don't hear
quality.
you at a point.
Hello, madam.
Yes. Yes, I can hear you, Bismarck. Please, can you hear me? Kojo, your hand is up.
Yes, please.
Right.
I can hear you.
Kojo, your hand is up.
Yes, madam. Good morning.
Good morning.
Madam, please. I want to ask this question about a product. The producers sometimes they reduce the grammage or the kilograms of the products, and at the same time, they will increase the price. What caused that? I want to know what caused that.
So, for them to reduce the quantity,
the grammage, the quantity,
the price.
And also at the same time they increase the price.
Yes, so that happens because of cost of production. So when the inflation is high, raw material becomes expensive. They have to increase the money they give their customers. I say customers, their workers. So in order to be able to afford all this, in order to ensure they do not also run at a loss, they have to do what they are doing. So they reduce the quantity and increase the price. So that is also one method that organizations use in order to. So it's like MTN. You see, MTN, the 3 cities has always been 3 cities, but at a point, you see, they reduce the quantity, they increase the quantity. Like the MB. So it's just a strategy to use, because you as a customer, if you go, it's not always that they do increase the price, okay, but for the quantity they do reduce it. So they do all that so that they are working within a budget, so that whatever budget they are working on, they do not run at a loss. Okay, so that is like one of the main reasons why they do that. Please, I hope you are clear.
Yeah, yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Okay, I'm taking the last question from Emmanuel, then I'll continue. Then when we are done.
Yes. Okay, madam. I want to ask. Some companies will not reduce the quality or the quantity of their product, but the package of the product, they will renovate it in the same way they will package in the national, and then they will increase the price. But if you buy it and open it, the quality and the quantity is the same, but the package of the product is different, and they will end up adding the price. Example, like I saw something like 5-star and another one 6-star. 6-star is like everything is over the back because of the package, the bottle shape is different, and then it comes with a different prices with the old one in the market?
So they are all marketing strategies in order to retain their customers. So
Okay.
if I'm selling a product to you and I'm not getting my profits, if I come back to you and sell that same product to you and I increase the price, you might not want to buy it. So what do I do? I'll bring out a new product and tell you that that one is advanced and increase the price of that one. So when I do that, it will force you as a consumer will assume that whatever I've brought is better than what you did before. So you will buy it at an increased price. So they are all marketing strategies that organizations use in order to satisfy customers as well as make profits. You know, if they say they only want to satisfy customer 100%, at the end of the day, they will not make profits. Please, you get it.
Okay. Yes, madam.
Mohammed, this is the last one. I said Emmanuel was the last one, but let's hear from you. Then I go back and we continue. If not, won't finish the slide today.
Okay. Please, ma, I wanted to ask the difference between the product standardization and product customization.
So the customization is like you are creating. So with the customization, you are doing it based on the taste and preference of a particular group of people. Okay, whereby the standardization is you are just producing the same thing out to give it to the masses. Okay, so the customization is or can also be called product personalization. So I'm personalizing it to your taste. Okay, I'm giving it to you to your taste. Do you get it? By the customization, I'm giving it. It's just the way it is. We are not modifying it for any customer. Do you get it? Good.
Yes,
so let's continue. I like when people contribute. It only shows that we are all participating, or how do I say it? We are all listening to the class. So I was on product development. Just like this man was trying to say, he said that when you're creating new products, he was mostly focusing on improving the existing ones. So you have a product down there before, but you want to improve on it. So by improving on the existing ones, you are doing what? By creating new products or improving on the existing ones, you are doing what we call product development. And what does product development seeks to do? It aims at satisfying market needs and business growth. Okay, so we know that there is the needs of customers. Okay, which is what we've been talking about since we started this class. It's important to satisfy the needs of our customers. So when you are doing this, when you do what we call the creating of new products, or you are improving on the existing ones, at the end of the day, you are doing this so that your customer will be satisfied and your business will grow. Okay, now we have stages in product development. We have the idea generation. So how do we develop product? This was learned in principle of marketing. You people did principle of marketing last semester. So all this was learned there, but let's quickly talk about it. Now, what are the stages that you go through when you are developing products? Okay. So the first one is the idea generation. Idea generation stage. Okay, it is the first stage in product development process. Okay, the idea generation stage is continuous. It's a continuous systematic search for new product opportunities. It is a search for an idea which with a clearly defined market objective. customers' comfort and satisfaction. It involves knowing the source of new ideas and the methods of generating them. So just like the name says, idea generation, meaning you are coming up with an idea, but don't forget that it's not just an idea. You are coming up with how to develop a product. You have an idea here. You have an idea, so you are coming up with that idea. So that is the first stage. So I have my idea. I start thinking. At this time, you can brainstorm. You can go through in organizations. Some they use the brainstorming. They use the default technique. They use all sorts of things to get at this idea generation, so that they can get a particular idea. Then now we have the idea screening stage. This stage involves an objective evaluation of the idea conceived. So now you have to think, let's say at the ideas generation stage, you came up with 10 good ideas. So we do the idea screening by knowing that, no, we can take this, we can leave this, we can go along with this. If we do this, we'll make money. If we leave this, we are not going to make money. So that is what the idea screening stage is all about. Is someone trying to say something? I can hear some feedback at my end. Can I continue?
Yes, madam.
Now we have the concept development. So the concept development means that after screening that idea, you have a lot of idea, the idea generation. You come to the screening, you've chosen, let's say, one out of them to work with. So you start developing the concept in which you want to work with it. So this product will work with it this way. This product will do it this way. This product will do it this way. So after doing that, you come to the product testing, meaning that you test the product to see if the product is test and see if the product will be accepted probably in the market. Okay, so you take it to them for them to see if they are going to like the product. They test it, and if it's tested and you see that they give a good review of it, then you move on to what we call commercialization. Commercialization means you are selling. Okay, you start selling. When you are done selling, from there you do what we call evaluation and improvement. So the evaluation in such a way is that when people are done buying, you get to know information from them. Do they like it? Okay, do they like it? Whatever you want to produce that you've given them, are they interested in it? Do they think it's okay? If they say yes, then good, then you'll be finding a way to maintain it. If they say no, then you find a way to improve it, to improve on it. And now we have what we call new product development. So kindly note, when we talk about product development, hello, I'm saying this for exam's sake, okay? Product development is the process of creating new products or improving existing ones. So it's two things. Either you are creating new products or you are improving on the existing ones. But when it comes to new product development, it means that you are introducing entirely new product into the market. A product that nobody has seen before, or a product that is very different, you are bringing into the market. And now, what goes into these new product development? We have it requires high investment and research. If I want to bring something interesting to the market, it means that I need to do a lot of research. I need to undergo a lot of research. And we all know we are all business people. We all know that research is very expensive because you have to get what the customers are saying, know exactly what the problem is before you start working on the research. And finally, when you get your information and you've evaluated them, you've analyzed them, and now you now start investment because you have to buy whatever. It's something maybe you were not producing before. So now you have to start it. So you will need a lot of money, a lot of investment to do that. So example is electric vehicle. Or maybe you want to use, I was telling a colleague last time that a car that uses solar will not be a bad idea. And he was laughing at me that it means that when it's not raining, then the person can't use the car. I said it will have energy saving power or something like that. So let's assume that an organization wants to come up with a car that does not use fuel, but that uses the solar energy. So it means they are going to do a whole lot of research. Then they require a whole lot of money to buy all these parts in order to come up with this solar energy car. So that is what the things that go through, and that goes into new product development, because you are bringing something new to the market, so you spend more. Now, problem facing product development. So what are the problems that are facing you? If let's say you want to develop a product, what are the problems that you face as an operation manager? One, high development cost. High development cost in such a way that I explained earlier, you are not bringing it, it's a new thing. So the cost of developing it and of getting it right. You know, they do not just do products like a lot of it, they do try and error. So that is why I made mention of prototype before. So they do a lot of like try and error and all that. So the money they will be putting in, it's their cost. And if they are not careful, they might not even get their money back in case that product is a total failure. And that brings us to the fifth point. So if they're doing it, there is a risk that the product will fail if they take it to them. Like there is a risk that they will not get it right. Just like I mentioned, a solar energy car, there is not like something like that. But if they're able to do that, they can't get it right at the first time, meaning there will be a lot of try and error. And that will be a lot of money. And the second point, market uncertainty. How sure are you that when you bring that product to the market, the consumers are going to buy it? You cannot be sure. You can't be sure, because we know that consumers have taste and preference that changes over time. Maybe as at the time you started your research, it was the trend, it was the thing they wanted. But by the time you'll be done with your research, maybe it is no longer something they want. You see that? Then we have technological challenges. The technologies, how sure are you that you can get the latest technologies to produce your product or to develop your product? You can't be sure. Or what if you've purchased a particular technology and you are working on it, and then another one comes on board, another technology is being introduced, meaning whatever you've bought, you've wasted the money. That is one. What if you don't even have enough money to get that particular technology you want? You see, that is also a problem. Now we have strong competition. You see, with this one, your competitors are not even allowing you to survive very well in the market. So anytime you try to move forward, they pull you back. So it will be difficult for you to come with a product that would definitely satisfy the customers. So let's say before you even think of, let's look at the smartphone industry, for instance. Before one brand would think of this, the other brand have thought of it and it's just doing wonderful. Before another brand, so there are some brand, it feels that whatever they keep producing is what other people have produced, because the competition is very strong. So these are the problems that are facing, that's like, let's say, as an operation manager will face when you want to develop products. Then we have what we call the product life cycle. So every product that is introduced to the market has a lifespan. Just like you and I, we have a lifespan. Products as well have a lifespan. It is therefore important for producers to know their product life cycle in order to undertake effective product planning. The life of a product can be divided into 4 major stages, which are the introduction stage, the growth stage, maturity stage, decline stage. I know some people will make it 5 because they always like to add the development stage to it. But for the purpose of this interesting course here, if you see this question, maybe somewhere in an exam or quiz or something, if there are 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 4, do not make it 5. Don't add development stage to it. Yes, if somebody is marking your script, the person might say, yes, you know what you are doing. But if another person is marking to, the person might say, this is not part of what I have here. So you have to be mindful of that. Okay, so we have the introduction stage, the growth stage, the maturity stage, the decline stage. So when you look at DVD like this, it is not in its decline stage, because I don't remember the last time I saw anybody buying a CD and like putting it in those DVD thing. I don't think I've seen that. Even gone are the days, laptops used to come with those cassette side, but now it doesn't even come with that anymore. So meaning that it is declining. Now let's talk about what happens at every stage. Okay, so like I said, the slide is just a summary of, maybe not a summary, but it highlights just the point of what is in the model. So with a slide, you can't get all the understanding. So you always have to be referring to your model. So somebody asked for the slide. If you read the slide, you will not. If I give you the slide, you will not read the model. You will just assume that you know, but there are no explanations that are attached to the slide. So it will be difficult when you are learning. But don't worry, we'll decide that when we are done with the class. So now we have the introduction stage. So the first stage in the product life cycle is the introduction stage. So this is the stage where the company introduces the product to the market. Okay, at this point, you are now bringing the product to the market. At this point, as an organization or as a manager in that organization, you have to ensure that you do a lot of promotion, so that the people are able to see the product. Okay, you bring it on board, because there's no way you bring new product and you not do adverts for me to see. How will I know about the product? So the advert has to be done nicely so that other people know that this product is in the market and people can buy. When Kivo came, there were a lot of adverts. When you are even on YouTube, you cannot breathe. It will just pop up. You see Kudus talking about Kivo. You like it was everywhere. Everywhere was just Kivo on Facebook. Everywhere on all the social media platforms, they were just doing a lot of promotion, a lot of advertising there. Okay, so that means that the product was at the introduction stage. So the producers were trying to tell we the customers, or we the target market, that these are the benefits we are going to get from the product. So they're telling us that when we get the Gary, we don't need anything, we just need water. Or like when we buy Gary, you have to move on and go and buy sugar, then we'll go and buy granules, then get milk. But this is giving us everything. So that is the introduction stage. Then we have the growth stage. You see, at the introduction stage, your competitors do not even take note of you that much, because they feel like you are now struggling to even find your feet. So they don't even mind you. And at this point too, you can keep improving on the product. So let's say you've taken it to the market, people are buying, they are saying this. So at this stage, you can keep working on it, trying to make it better, so that at the end of the day, you can get it right. But one thing you also have to note is that at the introduction stage, you are bound to lose money, like to lose a lot of money, because at that time you are not known, few people are buying. So you have to do a lot of promotion or on the product. So for the product, so whilst doing this promotion and all that, you'll be spending more money. And now we move to the second stage, that is the growth stage. In the growth stage, sales of new products accelerates. The producer begins to make profits. So at the introduction stage, your profit is lower. You might not even make any profit if you are not careful. But at the growth stage, you start making profit. people start buying your product, they start patronizing you. They start coming here and there to buy your product. And at this point too, you don't really so sorry. So at the growth stage, I said it earlier at the introduction stage that you are to make, when you are doing your promotion or your advertising, you have to let the the customer knows the benefits of the product. But when you get to the growth stage, your message should be different. Meaning you are trying to let them know the advantages as well as the disadvantage of patronizing from you. So you are also trying to let them know that this product, these are the advantage you get. There are no disadvantage. That's what most of the products have been telling us. Though it is a lie, but we'll move with it. So that is what happened at the growth stage. But when we get to the maturity stage, at this point, it means that now competitors have taken note of you and they are also now trying to do what you are doing. Okay, so if you are not careful, they might even do it better than you. And at this point, your sales rise, but it does not rise as fast as it was rising at the growth stage. But you see that it's rising. It is rising. You are getting your profit. You are getting everything. And at this point, competition becomes very aggressive. Your competitors are trying to find a way. It's like, somebody once said that competition is like having a motor race. Okay, whilst you think you are about winning, before you realize somebody is out of, from your back, out of nowhere, and the person is just riding like in this kind of speed. That is how it is. So if you are not careful, whilst you are moving, you think you are moving very well, another person is bringing something that will even throw you off your feet, that can make you lose like 20% of your customers. So that is what happened at the maturity stage. So sometimes at the maturity stage, in order for you to continue to be relevant in the market, some organizations do what we call product modification. Okay, so they modify the products, they try to change maybe the taste, maybe the flavor, maybe a bit of the design, maybe a bit of how do we call it, the features of the product. They add a bit to it so that you keep buying it and the one I used to buy is different now, it looks better now, so I like this. So that is what happens at the maturity stage. But when you get to the decline stage, with the decline stage, it means that your product, if not careful, it's like it's about dying. Death is coming near to your product, which, if you even relate this product life cycle to we human, it's more or less the same thing. It's more or less the same thing. So this is the last stage of product life cycle. At this stage, new products replace the old one. Customer loyalty for the product declines. So meaning that people who are patronizing from you, they decline because you are not innovative. So it's no longer the product of the day. Your competitors have brought out something that is better, like to them, so they like it. So that is what happened at the product life cycle. Because I love you guys with all my heart, you will now go and read the value analysis. So this is a way to force you to go and open your models. Any questions? Yes, Paul. Paul, I'm listening.
Sorry, please. My question is related to the maturity stage. Can we then say that at the maturity stage, you become stagnant at the maturity stage?
Yes, it becomes stagnant. It becomes stagnant a bit. Maybe not stagnant per se, but the rate at which it rises is slow. Okay. Do you get it?
Okay, so what about the rate at which it declines? Is there a point where it begins to decline?
So at the declining stage, the sales decline there. The sales.
Yes. So then at the maturity stage, you can become stagnant at a point.
So yes, if you are willing to explain it and you still want to use a stagnant, so you can say sales continue to rise, but get stagnant at a point.
At a point, okay. Thank you.
Are we good?
Yes, I'm good now.
Question. Yes. Adam, please, you can talk. Adam, you can talk. Your hand is up. I think Adam Suleiman also. So if it's not, I think I stand up.
Madam, so the maturity stage. When it got to maturity stage, I believe that business, the organization must put much effort to increase productivity. Or
yes, so when you get to the maturity stage, they have to ensure they work on they modify the product. So if the taste was some way before, they can try to change the taste. If it is in a way before, they can try to adapt to it, change the packaging. I don't know if you guys have seen some product, they will tell you that, oh, same packaging, but the taste is still the same. I don't know if you've seen those kind of adverts. Please, have you seen any of like such? Have you seen such?
The value is the same.
Yes, they tell you the value is the same, but the packaging is different. So they've reached their maturity stage, and they realize that if they don't do extra work on it, they are going to reach their decline stage, and they might leave the market. So they do what we call, they modify the packaging, they add a bit of new things to it, they make the product look more exciting, they increase the taste, they do something interesting so that it interests the customers to keep patronizing. Are we good? Any other person? Al Hassan, I think that's a question. Are you okay now? Good. Douglas, do you want to say something?
Yes, please. I wanted to ask something.
Okay.
So according to the product standardization, is there a way that it can be filled?
It can be what?
Fill like
Fill as an organization.
Yes, please.
Oh, well, it's not very common for product standardization to fail because they are having, like, let's say, machine and all that can that knows like what it's doing. I don't know, they are not human. Let's say they are machine, like water, for instance. The machine knows it's been set there. The machine knows that this is what it's supposed to do, this is what it's supposed to do. But probably if there will be a failure, it could be maybe when the laborers there do probably their own mistake. But it's difficult for product standardization to fail. But I don't know if you are using the fail in terms like fail for the organization or fail as it being a product that is being standardized. So that one you have to clarify me on that.
Okay, as